everyone. Welcome to our YouTube channel. I'm Dr. Ashwati. Students, in this lecture, I'm going to introduce you people to a very important concept in academics, and that is academic performance indicator. So here you can see academic performance indicator, and it is also popularly known as API score. So now you must be thinking that what is the purpose, what is the need for API? Let me tell you. After you crack your UGC NET examination, that is the preliminary stage basically, that after qualifying the examination, next you can apply for the post of assistant professor in various universities in India. When I mention about universities, it means that central universities, state universities, private universities and deemed universities. When you apply for the post of assistant professor, it is not just limited to universities but also to the colleges affiliated to the universities. Students, now why do we need API? What do you mean by API? These are the basic questions. And the first question is, what is API score, or what do you mean by the academic performance indicator score? The very first and simple answer is, it is an evaluation method. As you know that for every examination, you have some evaluation method is there. Like if you score this much marks, then only you will be passing the examination, right? Similarly, like for the post of assistant professor, now how can you screen? There are so many candidates are there. And how can you shortlist the candidates for the interviews? So API score is used there. So it is like a kind of an evaluation method to shortlist the candidates for interview, and this applies to all posts: assistant professor, associate professor and professor. Let me clarify. Once you get NET or you qualify the UGC NET examination, the very first career stage is that of assistant professor. After teaching for a period of like a number of years, you can then go for the promotion as an associate professor, then to that of professorship. So there are periods which require, but yes, your first career, like your first stage in your career as an academician in the teaching field is that of an assistant professor. And criteria that determine the API score is also not universal. It means that it depends, like there are certain parameters may remain the same, but the score may remain, like they may change from universities and from universities to universities. There you will be finding a kind of a change in the central universities and you will find change in that of the state universities. It may vary, that depends. But yes, API is the evaluation method used to shortlist the candidates for the interview to the post of assistant professor in various central and state universities. Now let's understand what is the purpose. It's a very common factor, like for everything, for any evaluation method or for anything, there must be certain objectives or purposes. So it actually, like the mechanism, it is a mechanism developed to meet twin objectives. So the first objective is recruitment. It means that for those who are in the early career, like to enter in the academics as an assistant professor, the recruitment. Then the second objective is career advancement scheme or promotion. Those who are already working as an assistant professor and they have done teaching for this number of years, now they are waiting for their promotion. That time also API score is important. Now here, API score criteria for university. Let me tell you, in this lecture, I have actually chosen the API score criteria for the university, API score criteria for the colleges. And you will see the differences in the scores as well. So let's first start here. So these are the parameters here. So first parameter is your graduation marks. So graduation, like what we call it as the BA, BSc, BCom, BTech, BBA, LLB, etc. So your graduation marks, if it is above 80%, you will be getting 15 marks. If your score is between 80 to 60%, your score will be 13 marks. If your score is between 60 to 55%, your score will be 10 marks. If your score is between 55 to 45, you will be getting 5 marks. The second parameter, post-graduation. Post-graduation like MA, MSc, MCom, MTech, MBA, LLM, whatsoever, like other whatever degrees are there. If your score is above 80%, you will be getting 25 marks. If your score is between 80 to 60%, then you will be getting 23 points. If your score for the general category, if your score is between 60 to 55%, you will be getting 20 marks. If the candidate belongs to SC, ST, OBC and PWD candidates, for them, the criteria is between 50 to 60%. If your score is between, your post-graduation score is between 60 to 50%, then you will be getting 20 points. Moving further, now the third parameter, M.Phil. So those who have done M.Phil, if the score in M.Phil is above 60%, they will be getting 7 marks. If the score is between 55 to 60%, they will be getting 5 marks. Next parameter, that is Ph.D. Like if you are done with your Ph.D, 30 marks. NET with JRF, those who have cracked UGC NET with JRF, they will be getting 7 points. Those who are having only NET, they will be getting 5 marks. And now the next parameter is on the basis of your research publications. As you know that in India, there are 2 types of research publication. One is peer-reviewed journals and second one UGC Care List. For more information on UGC Care List, you can check out the UGC's website itself. They provide with the details about the details about the journals which are in the UGC Care List. So those who have published their papers, so like for each research paper you will be getting 2 marks, but there is also a limitation. The maximum marks you can have is 10, or you will be earning only 10 points. So that 2 marks for each research paper, it means that 2 multiplied by 5. So maximum 5 publications you can show or you can attach while you are applying for the post of assistant professor. Next comes your teaching experience or post-doctoral experience. For each year, you will be getting 2 marks. And here maximum marks you can have here is 10 marks. It means that here also you can actually attach your 5 years of your experience. If you are having 1 year experience, you will be getting 2 marks. If you are having 4 years experience, then you will be getting 8 marks. But if you are having 5 years experience, 10 marks. Then after, the last parameter, that is the award section. If you have participated in an international event or you were like in a national event and you have received an international or in your national level award, then you will be getting 3 marks. If you have earned a state level award given by the state government, then you will be getting 2 marks. Now we will see the breakup here, the breakup of score. Those who are with M.Phil and Ph.D, the maximum marks they can earn is 30. For those people who are having the JRF or NET, maximum marks 7. In awards category, maximum marks 3. Let's say that if someone has got both state awards and national awards, so maximum marks you can get from that category is 3 marks only. Now, the second criteria that here we have the marks how the marks has been distributed here. Academic score maximum you can get is up to 80 marks. Research publication 10 marks. Your teaching experience 10 marks, and in total 100 marks. So this is the API criteria for university. Now, next we will be checking the API score criteria for colleges. Now here you can see that a big difference here. Graduation marks 80 and above 21 marks. What did we see in the university section? I will show you. Here it is 80 and above 21 marks. Okay. Now we are moving to our university section. 80 and above would be getting 15 marks. But in the colleges section, it is 15 marks. 21 marks. So here you can see that for the university, the score for the graduation is different. For the colleges, it is different. So 80 and above, 21 marks. Between 80 to 60, 19 marks. Between 60 to 55, 16 marks. Between 55 to 45%, your score maximum you can earn up to 10 points. Post-graduation, 80 and above, 25 marks. 60 to 80%, if your score is between 80 to 60%, 23 points. For general category, between 60 to 55%, 20 marks. For those candidates for belonging to SC, ST, OBC, PWD categories, they will be getting their mark is between 50% to 60%. If your score is between 50 to 60%, you will be getting maximum of 20 marks. Now here M.Phil, if your M.Phil mark is above 60%, you will be getting 7 marks. If your score is like between 60 to 55%, then you will be getting 5 marks. Here you can see that those with PhD, they will be getting 25 marks. In the university category, it was 30 marks. So you can see the difference here. Then NET with JRF, they will be getting 10 marks. Those only with NET, UGC NET certificate, they will be getting 8 marks. There it was between 7 and 5. Here it is 10 and 8. So you can see the difference, right? Now here, research publication. Now there is also a change here as well. Like here you can add up only up to 3 publications. Like for each and every publication, you will be getting 2 marks and the maximum score is 6. So 2 into 3, 6. So you can actually add up to 3 publications here, whether published in peer-reviewed journal or in a UGC care list. Then comes your teaching and postdoctoral experience. For each year, you will be getting 2 marks and the maximum score is 10. It means that you can add up to 5 years of your experience here. So for each and every year, like for each year, you will be getting 2 marks. Now next is the awards category. Here, if you have earned an international or a national award, you will be getting 3 marks. If you have earned a state level award, you will be getting 2 marks. Now let's see the breakup here. So M.Phil plus PhD, maximum you can earn is 25 marks. If you are having JRF with NET, the maximum marks you can have here is 10 marks. In the awards category, 3 marks. And in the academic score, again here, maximum you can earn up to 84 points. Research publications altogether, 6 marks. Teaching experience altogether, 10 marks. And when we add up, 100. So out of 100, you have to score a good number of points. Then only you will be called in for the interview or you will be shortlisted after the screening process. And students, as I would like to remind it again that this is not a universal evaluation method or something, but the parameters remains the same. It means that obviously your graduation, post-graduation, M.Phil, PhD, UGC NET, JRF, whatever you have, the research publication, your teaching experience, award section, all these things remain same across the universities in India. So students, that's all in this lecture. See you in another lecture. Bye.